What if an AI could read a sentence and simultaneously analyze its grammar, its emotional tone, and its hidden facts, all at the exact same time? Humans do this reading between the lines without even thinking. But for a machine, processing multiple layers of context at once is a massive, massive engineering challenge.
Welcome to Yurix AI. This is Lecture 17 of LLMs from Scratch, Zero to Builder. Today, we're taking our causal attention mechanism and multiplying its power with multi-head attention, learning how to code it and making it lightning fast.
Here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, a quick causal attention recap. Second, what multi-head attention actually is. Third, coding it up in Python. And fourth, making that code incredibly efficient.
All right, Section 1, Causal Attention Recap.
So our causal attention mechanism flows in 3 distinct steps, right? This is the foundation we'll be multiplying today. Step 1 is masking. That just means we mathematically hide future words, or tokens. Like if the AI is trying to predict the word apple in the phrase I ate an apple, we cover up apple so the model can't cheat by looking ahead during training. Step 2, we apply softmax. This is a math function that takes all our messy raw scores and normalizes them into clean probabilities that add up to exactly 1. And finally, step 3, we apply dropout. This randomly turns off a percentage of our network's weights so it doesn't just memorize the training data. It forces the model to actually learn the underlying patterns.
Moving right along to Section 2, what multi-head attention is. To wrap our heads around this, let's use an everyday analogy. Think of a team of detectives at a crime scene. If you've just got one detective, well, they can only focus on one single thing at a time. Maybe they're busy dusting for prints while other critical clues get completely ignored. But with multi-headed attention, it's like dispatching an entire specialized team simultaneously. One detective is checking fingerprints, another's interviewing witnesses, and the third is reviewing security footage. They're all working the exact same case at the exact same time, but focusing on totally different details to build a complete picture.
So the standout idea is this. One attention head sees one kind of relationship. Many heads see many, all in parallel. If that just clicked, hit the like button. Honestly, this parallel processing is exactly what gives models like GPT their incredible depth when they read your prompts. Okay, Section 3, coding multi-head attention in Python. Up to this point, we've just been using our single self-attention class. But to upgrade, we're transitioning to a multi-head attention wrapper. Think of this wrapper as creating a Python list of multiple, totally independent attention heads. And because each head starts with its own randomly initialized weights, they all look at the text from a completely different mathematical perspective. This independence is absolute gold. It lets each head learn unique patterns without stepping on the other's toes. Now, right before we dive into the exact code, I've got a question for you. If one head learns grammar, what do you think another head is learning? Pause and drop your answer in the comments. Seriously, let's see what you come up with. All right, let's look at the actual implementation. In our wrapper class, we use a simple Python list comprehension, which is really just a sleek one-line way to write a loop. It takes our input text tensor, x, and runs it through the first head, then the second, then the third, and so on. At the very end, we concatenate or glue all those separate outputs together. Conceptually, it's pretty straightforward, right? We're just running our single attention mechanism multiple times and stacking the results side by side.
Which brings us to Section 4, making multi-head attention more efficient.
Take a look at this table. It perfectly illustrates our upgrade path. Processing heads sequentially using loops, like we just did in the wrapper class, proves the concept, sure, but it is incredibly slow. Python for loops are definitely not built for deep learning scale. They become a massive bottleneck. So instead, we build a single integrated class. This integrated method computes everything in parallel, using highly optimized matrix math under the hood. Modern GPUs are basically giant calculators built to do thousands of math problems simultaneously. Making this switch takes our model from a snail's pace to lightning speed. How do we get that massive jump in efficiency? We take our query, key, and value tensors, the core vectors of our attention mechanism, and we split them across the heads using PyTorch's built-in view and transpose methods. It's kind of like twisting the layers of a Rubik's Cube. These functions let us physically shuffle our data dimensions around in memory. They align perfectly so we can execute one giant, batched matrix multiplication across all the heads simultaneously, instead of waiting in line. Here's what that reshaping looks like in practice. We take our original output dimension, dout, and we implicitly split it by adding a specific numHeads dimension. By pulling that numHeads dimension forward in the tensor shape, we're essentially organizing our data into distinct,
parallel lanes. This flawlessly preps the data for the GPU, letting the hardware just blast through the calculations for every single head at the exact same time without any memory bottlenecks. And that brings us to a really solid mathematical rule that grounds our code. You always have to remember this when designing these architectures. The final output dimension, D out, is always strictly equal to the number of heads multiplied by the dimension of each individual head. It's a strict conservation of information. Everything has to balance perfectly so that when we glue those parallel heads back together, the final tensor shape matches what our neural network expects. To really put this into perspective and show you why this efficiency matters, even the absolute smallest GPT-2 model, which still has 117 million parameters, by the way, uses 12 of these attention heads running in parallel with an embedding size of 768. If we use that slow Python loop method, training a model of that scale would literally take lifetimes. But with parallel matrix math and tensor reshaping, it actually becomes computationally feasible. So let's do a quick recap. We took our single-track causal attention mechanism and multiplied its power, letting the AI act like that team of detectives analyzing data from multiple angles all at once. And most importantly, we optimized the code, moving from clunky sequential loops to lightning-fast parallel matrix multiplications, prepping our model for real-world scale. We've now got the foundational blocks fully built: embeddings, the attention mechanism, and now multi-head parallel processing. If multi-head attention allows small AI to view the world from 12 different perspectives at once, just imagine the depth locked inside modern frontier models equipped with 96 or even 128 heads. So are you ready to wire up the rest of the LLM architecture to unleash that power? With these efficient parallel heads now built, like, share, subscribe to Yurix AI for a new lecture every day, hit the bell.